Welcome to this live broadcast where I will be answering all your career questions. It is a weekly session that we are going to have. And to start with the first question, I had someone asking me, do you help people get jobs? And the answer is absolutely yes. Here at Career Point Solutions, we help people get jobs, and there's a variety of ways that we use to help people get this job. The first thing we need to discuss with you is what kind of job are you looking for? And when we are asking which kind of job you're looking for, this will be based on number one, your skills. You can be looking for a job based on the skills that you have. You can be looking for a job based on the qualifications that you do have, and also based on the kind of experience that you have. So these are usually the three main categories that will help you crystallize your message in terms of when you are looking for a job. And the second thing, once we have identified what kind of job that you are looking for, the next thing will be to discuss how then do you communicate that to the employer? How do you position yourself to the employer to show them that you are the right candidate, that you are going to come in, fill in that position, and be able to help them get a job? So yes, we do help people get jobs. There's a variety of ways that we can be able to do that. I can see more and more people are joining us live here on YouTube and Facebook. I'm also live on Instagram. I'm trying to go live on all these platforms. So drop your questions in the chat and I'll be able to answer them. I have seen the first question here coming in from Anjali Sharma. Yeah, national or international jobs and how? Yes, we do help people get both jobs internationally and locally. Currently, we are based in Kenya, but the kind of skills and experience that we have gained over time will help you to secure a job anywhere, may it be in Kenya, may it be international, wherever it is. Most of the opportunities that we do recruit and advertise for are usually here in Kenya. So I think I can be able to mention that. I can see another question here from Ibrahim. You're saying, I need job with NGO. How do I go about it? I think that is a very good question. And very many people do want to know how can they be able to get a job with an NGO. And actually, that is another question I saw somebody had already posted in the chat earlier saying, how do you get a job with an NGO as a nutritionist? Now, NGOs are one of those very highly coveted positions, we should say. And most people want to get to the NGO world because these are very good paying jobs. And secondly, they usually have a lot of flexible kind of working environment, and which is good. For you to be able to get a job with NGOs, we usually advise for you to understand what kind of NGO are you looking out for? What opportunities do they have? And how can you position yourself as one of the people who can come in and help them achieve their objectives, what they stand for, what their mission and vision is. The other thing I also want to mention is that with NGOs, you need to know what are the kind of skills that they are looking for. Most of them, they run programs. And one of the things that is usually on demand is jobs, skills in project management and project monitoring and evaluation. As a matter of fact, here at Career Point Solutions, we offer an online certification, which is how to become a certified monitoring and evaluation specialist. And most of the students who do this course and get these skills, it becomes very easy for them to be able to get jobs. So that would be one of the routes, I would say. But you can send me your CV, sign up for one of our courses, get the skills they are looking for, then you're able to secure a job with NGO. Another one here, I think, oh, this is Bull Say, great, thank you very much. I can see Lita, I did a job with an NGO. I think I've already mentioned that. There's someone on LinkedIn saying, do you charge for placement? This is a very good question. No, we do not charge for placement most of the time. When we are doing our own recruitment and placement, we try as much as possible to have this burden being taken by the employer. So one of the deals that we have with the employers is that they will pay for the recruitment. If not, sometimes we might decide on a certain percentage that the person who will get the job will maybe be cut from their salary. They will have a certain cut, maybe 30% or 20% of the recruitment fee, but we never charge for recruitment. I like that question. Thank you very much. Please feel free to drop those questions in the chat. We are here to serve you. We're here to answer all the questions. And I like the fact that, yeah, I can see more people joining us on YouTube, LinkedIn. We have Facebook and here live on Instagram. So I really like that. Let me just say hello to all these people who are joining us here on Instagram. Thank you. Maybe let me take another question here. Where exactly do you post your career openings? We post them on our website, which is careerpoint.co.ke, or you can go to careerpointsolutions.com. Let me just get you I can post it here. So I can get this link and post it in the link. Thank you for that question. That is Motinda O. If you have any question, feel free to drop that. I put the link in the chat. Another question here. If you are me, so I promise you need an NGO job. Okay, I'm not so the question might not be so clear. Please, you can paraphrase that. Where is your office located? Thank you very much for the question. We are in Nairobi, Kenya. Maendeleo House, third floor, room number 6. So when you go to Maendeleo House, third floor, room number 6, you will be able to find us mainly in the CBD, right? That's a good question. I'm here. Thank you very much for joining us. Do you have a previous package that can guarantee placement? That's a good question. We don't have a previous package that can guarantee you, but the services that we offer, and if you pick any of our service, we work with you to that point where you secure a job. So it's not previous just to say that you will secure, we will guarantee you get a job. But once you join our programs, once you join our database, we will work with you until you get a job. That is the guarantee. We will not say it is a 1-month program or you join and then after 1 month you're gone. We will work with you until you're able to secure that job. So no premium service, but the guarantee is still there. Yeah. Most of the jobs, if you go to careerpointsolutions.com, there are category jobs and internship, you'll be able to see most of the jobs there. I can see another question here. How can I send my CV and communicate with you? That's a very good. For you to be able to send your CV, here is the link. I want you to go to this link here, www.careerpoint.co.ke/CV review. There, you will get an opportunity for you to submit your CV for a free review. We will go through it, and one of our coaches will actually give you a call to discuss with you your goals, how you are able to communicate with that CV to the potential employer, what they are seeing, and what best we can do to maybe change or add to remove so that we can make it a much professional CV. So that is where you go to get to send your CV. That was a question from Adila. How can I communicate with you? Thank you. Let me check up another question here. Victoria, what chance do I get to find a job with less experience? I worked for community social work years back. Thank you, Victoria, for the question. And I want to highlight another question that was submitted earlier. Somebody asked, how do I get a job with no experience? Now, you're talking about you have less experience. I want to say this, that there are jobs out there for all kind of people. Those people with experience, 10, 15 years of experience, mid-level people with maybe 3 years of experience. And we also have jobs for entry level. And that is the first thing you need to distinguish. Start looking for jobs that fit that criteria, maybe a little bit less experience. Then from there, once you do that, focus on what you have. Here, you are trying as much as possible to sell probably your skills, your qualification, and not so much of your experience, because that is what you have realized that you lack. Yeah. So focus on what you have. Is it the skill? Is it the qualification? Then write a CV targeted to that, to be able to show that as much as you don't have the experience, you have other things that can sell you the skills and the qualification. Then I would say the next step is to start thinking about how can you get experience. There are 1,001 ways to get experience. And most people don't see these opportunities because they are only looking out for paid up kind of experience. You don't need to be paid for you to count it as experience. There are a lot of opportunities for you to be able to uh, get a job in terms of internship. Look out for unpaid internship. It doesn't need to be paid internship. Look for unpaid internship. Once you get these opportunities and unpaid internship, you can also volunteer. I'll give you a story. When I got my first real job, I remember it was a teaching job. I had just come, I was staying in Nakuru. I came to Nairobi to the offices. They had an interview. And one of the key questions that I was asked in that interview is, can you teach? And I said, yes, I can teach. And he asked, can you teach ICT? Because they were looking for computer teachers. I said, yes, I can teach. And that is how I got a job. Now, they didn't want to know where I was teaching, but the truth is, I could teach because because I remember I answered and said, yes, I can teach. I have taught before and I can continue teaching. But when you look at where did I teach, I was actually volunteering in a children's home where I would go there and teach children. When they asked about computer, how can I teach computers? Yes, I remember I had spent some time teaching my mother how to use a computer. That is way back about 10, 15 years ago. Yes, and it doesn't mean that that is useless experience as long as I'm able to deliver on that part. So go out there and look for opportunities to get the experience. Thank you for that question. Actually, I will go through all the questions. So don't be in a hurry. Don't leave. Post any question you have in terms of your career growth, in terms of you want to change jobs, you're looking for a job, CV writing, cover letter, everything. We will be answering all those questions. Just maybe to mention, we intend to have these live Q&A sessions every Tuesday. We are still deciding what is the best time for us to be able to do it. Maybe at 4 p.m. like today, maybe later in the evening, 7:30. Please check the form that I have pinned in the comments and you can give us your feedback, what would be a good time. Moving on, this is Priska. Do you help people discover what careers they should even look for when they are extremely confused despite getting a degree? Yes, we do have a coaching program that helps to give you clarity in terms of your career. You shouldn't leave your career to be defined by the qualification that you have, the course that you did, the degree that you have. But there's other ways for you to be able to find clarity, because I've seen many people having a certain degree. Maybe they did it for their parents. Maybe they did it just because that is the course they were called to take in the university. And they end up living a miserable life, going to work, doing something that they are not passionate about. But yes, we can be able to do that. Feel free to get in touch with me. By the way, I should be able to put my email address somewhere. So my email, you can be able to get in touch with me. We can talk. That is Daniel at careerpoint.co.ke. So let me put, I think I will put it in the comment and then I can be able to check the next question. How can one express himself or herself when an interview asks about the salary? This is a very common question, yeah? I do get it a lot. So let me show them. That's my email address. Feel free to get in touch. Daniel at careerpoint.co.ke. We can be able to discuss that idea of finding purpose or finding clarity in your career and all that. Yeah, that's my email address. Let me go back to the question. Hey, now the questions are coming, but don't worry, we will be able to answer all of them. Oh, here we go. How do you express yourself when it comes to tell us about yourself? Now, I've done a whole video about how the best way to answer the question about your salary, check out my YouTube channel. It's just, I think the video is called salary negotiation, something. Just check salary expectation question. But just to answer you, number one, I have come to learn that this is the most anticipated question when an interviewee goes for an interview. And this is the question they want to know. How do I answer the question about salary? But when it comes to that moment where you are asked that question, this is the question that causes a lot of confusion and all that. So the first thing I want to mention is that you need to be comfortable answering this question, that if they're giving you the job, first of all, make sure they have confirmed that they have interest in you and they can see you taking up that role. Then be comfortable that when they are offering you a job, the next logical thing is for them to compensate you right. So I would advise, number one, you should have a figure in mind in your head. What is the figure that, if you say you are sure, number one, it will take care of your expenses, it will be enough for you. And if there was to be any negotiation and the figure is dropped a little bit low, you will still be comfortable with that. So have a figure in head, then say it. For example, tell us about your salary expectation. Tell them, I expect, or I'll be happy if I'm paid on average about 150,000. Once you have stated the figure, then go ahead and defend it. Most people do it the other way around. You start defending the figure before even you state it. Like, oh, you know, I have experience. So say this is the amount I'm comfortable being paid, and then I think this is fair because based on my experience, based on my qualification, based on the skills that I'm bringing on board and all that. So go ahead and defend it after you state it. And at that point would be so that you are open to have a discussion around it. It's not fixed on stone. You can be able to negotiate and find a neutral ground for that. Good question. How can one join your database? Basically, send me your CV. There are two ways. Send me a CV on email or send to this link out here. You can write this careerpoint.co.ke/CV review or drop it to me by email. Let me check where I did put my email address. That is daniel@careerpoint.co.ke. Okay, the questions are still coming. Bear with me. We still have 15 more minutes. I will have to go through all the questions. And even if we go overboard, please just promise that you will hang in there together with me, because we intend to have this like 15 minutes, 30 minutes session every week. Where do you get the database? I think I've answered that. Now I'll go a little bit faster. Thank you for providing the location for your offices, although didn't name the street. Okay, what advice in business administration student a bit more marketable? Okay, let me do this. Yeah, if you want to get our offices, I think I can be able to share. Okay, let me do this. I think I can copy it and put in the chat. So if you're following the chat, our location, Maendeleo House, that floor, room number 6, opposite Anniversary Towers. Yeah, it should be coming shortly. Next question. How do you answer the question in an interview setup? What makes you think that you're the suitable for this job? This is a great opportunity for you to sell yourself. Yeah. So when you get the question, what makes you suitable for this position? Bring all and any evidence that you have to showcase your ability to succeed in that job. Mention about your experience, mention about your qualification, mention about your skills, mention about your previous achievement and what you have done, what track record you have. That would go a long way to help you. Dennis, hope that was of value to you. There is our address, Maendeleo House, opposite Anniversary Towers, that floor, suite number 6. It is Monorovia Street. If you're looking for the street, it should be Monorovia Street. Is that okay? Sarah, how long does it take to get feedback for CV review? By the way, if you send us your CV right now, within, let's say within 24 hours, not even 24, within 2 to 3 hours, we should be able to send. So if you send your CV right now, we can try as much as possible to respond to it before the close of business today. If it will have to extend later on, maybe by tomorrow morning, but less than 24 hours, you get your CV review. So feel free to send your CV. Good actions to take. Good is activist. Action has, okay, I don't understand this. I will move on to the next one. Hi, I'm a plumber. Thank you, Bakari, for joining us. Thank you, Azaf, for your joining. And I can see. May I ask your charges for services, or do you have different packages on the same? Yes, we do have different CV writing packages. If they mainly range between 1,000, 2,000 Kenya shillings. That would be about $10 to about, let me say, $30. So they range. If you send your CV, we can be able to give you your exact cost because we have different packages. Yeah, but thank you for that. How do I secure expert position in humanitarian work? It is based on your skills, it is based on your experience, but you can send me your CV. We can be able to see how best we can be able to position you for success. Is that okay, Melese? Yeah, I had put the link for the CV review. Let me get it. Now, are you having fun? By the way, are you having fun? Are you getting value from this session? If you're getting value from this session, just give me some thumbs up or say yes or say, yeah, it's a good session. And let me know if you would want us to continue doing it. So send us your CV for the review right there. Let me pick up another question here. So how can I send a CV? I think I've shown you the link. Is one interviewed to get internship? Yes, you have to go and do an interview, but we can help you also with the interview coaching. Differentiate entry-level jobs and experience and what is the cut line. Now, it depends with an organization and it depends with the role itself. When, for example, I have a company, they are looking for a customer service person. If it is a position that has been left by someone getting a job in another organization, then I would want someone who has some experience to come in and take it up. But if it is an entry-level job, we are just looking for someone to come in and help in customer service. So it's just a borderless position. This would be an entry-level job, or in accounting, or in whichever position. So it is based on the organization and the role, and are you the main person doing that job? Yes. Anastasia is saying, I'm here. Can someone get a job for skilled? Mainly, we offer professional jobs for skilled workers with certain qualifications and experience. So this might not be the right forum for you, but it does not mean that you can't get a job. Let me just say that. If we cannot be able to help you get a job because we focus on skills job, it does not mean that you can't get a job. The organizations that are fully pledged to help people who are looking for jobs in the unskilled field. So no worries about that. Is one interviewed to get internship? Yeah, I think I had seen that question and I've said yes. You will have to go through some interview. Priska, do you have packages where the coaching mentorship you provide lasts for a lifetime? Each one gets a job after being helped by you. Yes, there's a coaching program called the Badass Pro Coaching Program, and in this specific coaching program, we hold your hand until you secure a job. It's a 6 weeks coaching program, but it does not mean after the 6 weeks that we just leave you and let you go. You will still be able to work with us. So, Priska, if you are able to get in touch with me, I will remember, just mention you were together in this conversation. I'll see how I can be able to help you. There is my email address, daniel@careerpoint.co.ke. Okay, I'm looking for questions. By the way, I was asking, are you finding value in this session? Do you enjoy it? If so, just say yes or give me some thumbs up and let me know. Yeah, just to encourage me also. So, Dennis is saying here, Hi all. Hi Dennis. Welcome. I can see also Brenda saying hello. Karibu sana. Good question. Here we go. I'm a teacher. I am a science teacher, and I work in health advice for Syrian people. This is a good for a job with NGO. Yeah, I need more to have a chance to work with you. Okay, send me your CV. Send me your CV. I think that is a more personal one we can be able to have. Thank you very much, Andrew. You're saying this is a good conversation. I appreciate that. I can see Kumar saying, what can I get the best format of CV and cover letter? Where can I get? Send us your CV for review. We will be able to inform you about the best CV format, and also you get sample cover letters. Don't worry. And also, if you want to do it yourself, by the way, check out my YouTube channel. Just search Daniel Mutuku, and you'll see so many videos on how to write a professional CV. You'll also see how to write a cover letter. By the way, I have a whole guide here on how to write a cover letter. And this is a guide that we are giving out for free. Let me get the link. I think even I can pull it across here. So this is a good thing about Big Live. I'm here live with you, and I want to share as much value as possible. So let me share. I want to share screen. Okay. Here we go. So this is called the Ultimate Cover Letter Guide, 101 sample cover letters for all professionals. You can be able to get it 100% for free. Do you know how you can get it? Just go to this address right here, careerpoint.co.ke/cover letter. I've already posted it also in the link. You'll be able to see that. And it's a great, it has so many examples that will help you. I'm sure people who are following me on Instagram, you might not be able to see all this, but it's all good. Check out my YouTube channel, Daniel Mutuku. This will be living there on the YouTube channel, and you will be able to see it. So I think I can stop sharing. Yes, here we go. Where had we stopped? We still have about 5 minutes to go. Can I get a job? Yes, you can get a job. I think that was the first question I answered, and how we can be able to help you. So after this, just go and replay. That's the first question that I answered. What is the difference between cover letter and application letter? Very good question. I can still refer to my YouTube channel, but in a general way, a cover letter is a very specific application letter for a specific position. Now, generally, application letter is just open when you're applying in an organization for any opportunity, not very specific. But a cover letter is a highly customized application letter for a very specific job. You cannot interchange. That is the quickest way to maybe explain what it is. Please, available at your service. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. How can I get a job having in mind that I have no experience if I doing the exam an year back? I've talked about how you can get a job if you don't have any experience. I think it is part of this. You can go replay this. I can see time is really moving very fast. Do you attach cover letter or post it on an email? Very good question. Hey, as much as we want to still refer you to my YouTube channel, the thing is, I've done a video saying how to send your CV and cover letter correctly. So in general, shortly, copy and paste the cover letter as the body of the email, then attach your CV. Don't attach the cover letter. The cover letter should be the first thing the employer sees, or the person, when they open the email, so that they can be able to capture their attention. Then they will be able to see your CV if they want more details. Okay, someone on YouTube, LinkedIn, what is the best way to list skills on the CV? Just skills, or give a brief description? Give a brief description, and even best, if you can give evidence of you having that skill, that would be a good one. Naji, thank you very much for joining us. What is the best way to tackle your salary expectation question? Daniel, Kihara, I've already given some tips on how to answer that question. So replay this, but also go to YouTube and check out that video. I think I can do this. Let me share this. I think it would be good for me to share. So if you come here, if you go to YouTube, yeah, if you go to YouTube and you go to my channel, yeah, so I just want to do this one very quickly. There we go. So on my channel, there are several videos on different things. So if you want the one for salary, if you come to, yeah, here we go. Interview questions. There's this, the best way to answer salary expectation. Go watch this video. Very, very powerful. It will show you all those things, yeah. Someone asked about sending a cover letter. I think that, yeah, all these about cover letters, how you can write a cover letter. But I would say one of the best videos, yeah, here we go. How do you send a cover letter and the email? So this explains how you can be able to copy and paste it as the body of the email and also attach the cover, the CV. So this video, when you search Daniel Mutuku, go to my channel, yeah, you go Daniel Mutuku, you will find all these videos, a lot of value from there. I can see time is going, and I also want to be keeping these videos short every Tuesday. Let me go through the rest of the questions, and then I'm in Lebanon. I want job wherever. Okay, you can still talk about international jobs. That will be of value. So thank you. I think people are saying they are getting value. I appreciate. Thank you very much, guys. Before I close, some questions here. Do you have computer skills? This question usually stresses me because I'm a computer illiterate. Now, let me tell you this. If you have identified that that is one of your weaknesses, what are you doing about it? Do you want to go to each and every interview and every time you're asked about computer skills, you are finding it straight up? Upskill, upgrade yourself, get those skills so that you don't have the same issue over and over. Yeah, sometimes as a career coach, I have to be a little bit hard on you, on your face. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Dennis. I appreciate that. How can you advise someone who wants to land an entry level job? Start by identifying what kind of job you want. Get a good professional CV that is able to sell you. Then start applying for those specific jobs, which are entry level jobs. Yeah, don't stress yourself. Gabriel, when applying for an NGO job, they tell us to write the salary expectation. What should I note down? What would you want to note down? How much do you want to be paid? I think that is an open question. But again, based on the position, based on your skills, based on your experience, and what is usually the payment for that position. Clipboard, you're saying thank you. I can see the thumbs up there. I can see someone else, CPA. Joseph, you're asking, after being done with the first interview, should one expect similar questions in the second and the third interview, same job company? No, you don't expect the same questions unless you're being interviewed by different people, because at different levels, but they will not be the same questions. They might be more focused questions. It be more of what we call behavioral or competence-based interviews. Maybe the first one was just an introduction. They wanted to know a little bit more about you and such stuff. But then with time, it gets more detailed. Hi, thank you very much. I think that is it. Thank you, Andrew, for saying this is a good conversation. I appreciate that. I want to close it, but before I close it, I want to make sure I've answered all the questions. Feroz, very interested in the career coaching package. Thank you. I think the Badass Pro will be best for you, and we will hold your hand until you get a job. So make sure you drop me an email. Feroz, A Bonnie. Where is my email address? Can you drop me an email? Yeah, there we go. Then I can even give you a call. We can be able to see how to help you. But I appreciate that. Where are we at? I have sent you a CV. Kindly help me. I'll go through it, Brenda Onyango, and I'll give you feedback before we close business today or in the course of today. Priscilla, you're saying value, having a good time. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I can see Eliba saying the same thing. This is interesting. Just joined late. Don't worry. We will be doing this every Tuesday. We are still agreeing on the time. And what would be the best time? Is this the best time? Today we went live at 4 p.m. Would you want us to be having it at 4 p.m. or should we do it a little bit later? So the thing is either 4 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. East African time, and then you can check what. So drop, by the way, tell me in the comments what time do you think would work for you? Yeah. Emma Hope, what are the social work professional qualifications and the CV? What are the social work professional qualifications? Unless we drop me, send me the CV, we can have a more one-on-one to see how best to help you. Yeah. Very insightful. Someone on LinkedIn, I appreciate that. Then someone says how to get an NGO job. I think I've already mentioned. Very interactive session. Thank you, Shadrach. Tino, I appreciate that. Oh, I think here the suggestions are now coming. Just stumbled on this on LinkedIn. Do you charge for guidance? We do a lot of free services, including even free career coaching, but we have a program for helping. It's called the Badass Pro Coaching Program. You can join. So like this one, we are doing for free. We can give you general guidance. But if you want us to have a one-on-one and give you some more insights, join, you'll need to pay, but get in touch. We can agree what to do. I can see some suggestion coming in, 7:30 p.m. That goes. I can see another 7:30 for Simi Caleb. I can see Brenda is saying 4 to 5 is okay, like what we are doing today. Though we want to keep them short, 30, 45 minutes at most. Emma is saying 5 p.m. Okay, I will be able to tally up all this and see where best we fall. But thank you very much for your participation. Are you getting value? Just give me some thumbs up, give me some okay. I am going to take 1 or 2 last questions. If nothing comes, then we can be able to call it. So I can see Emma, 4 to 6. You want 2 hours of this? Yeah. Okay. So the same time we have done today. I really like that. Thank you. I can see also Bonnie, Rose, Bonnie, you're saying 4 to 5, just as we are doing today. Perfect. Okay. Any question? Okay, I really appreciate that. Okay, let me take a one more. There are some questions that had already been submitted, and I feel it will be important for me just to go through these questions before I finish up. Somebody asked, is a CV important in the hiring process? Our CV is important in the hiring process. Very, very, very important. Now, I want to say this, and it might sound a bit contradicting. The CV does not get you the job, but you cannot underplay the importance of a CV because it is a CV that you use to communicate your value, and that is the first interaction point that you have with the employer. And the CV gets you the interview gets you the job, but you cannot just jumpstart that step. So CV very important. Actually, one of the key strategy, I'm stealing a secret for you guys. One of the ways that we have been able to help so many people get jobs is just by having a professional CV, helping them with writing a professional CV, and poof, the kind of jobs they get, mind-blowing, out of this world. So very, very important. Shadrach, you're saying we can have the meeting that's from 7. I can see Pros, you're saying very informative. Thank you. Betty, you're suggesting for it to be 4 to 5, the same time as we have done right now. What kind of work are you offering? We have professional jobs. We help across the board. I want to know probably what kind of job you're looking for. I'm very happy. I have learned a lot. Emma Hope, I appreciate that. And I need an NGO job. Kelly, send me your CV. We can see. So I want to ask you one last question. I think I've been answering your question. What have you taken from this session? What is your takeaway? So if you are able to drop that in the chat and just tell me, this is what you have learned. I can see people are saying this is informative. In a word or two, what would you say is the key thing that you have learned from this session? Then, yeah, I'm excited. As much as I know I have work, I've already seen some of your emails coming in. I will have to go and respond to them. I will read maybe 2 or 3 comments in terms of what have you learned from this session. I always like taking stock of my time and also my session so that I want to believe it wasn't a waste of time. I did not waste your time. I did not waste your time. I want to believe that you learned something. So if you can drop in a line or 2, how would you say? What would you say is it that you have learned? Emma, you're saying I'm very happy. I have learned a lot. Thank you. Pros, I can also see you're saying it was very informative. Thank you. I really appreciate that. If I can have one or two people just say, exactly what would you say is that one thing that you have taken away from this session? It would be great. I think I've answered even the previous questions that were asked. Okay. Can I email you? I just finished a part-time job with USAID, but I want to get a chance for long term. Yes, please do send me an email. Hopefully you got my email address. Yeah, my email is Daniel at careerpoint.co.ke. So I will post it. There we go. Jackie, I like this. Hello, I will this be available to watch later? Yes, this will be available to watch later, both on YouTube. I think we'll also keep it on Facebook, LinkedIn. I think I don't know if they keep the videos. This is the first time streaming live on LinkedIn, but it will be the best place to watch this later on will be on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, search Daniel Mutuku, and you will find me there. So these are your key takeaways. Then we can close it. I like how you kept the session very professional. Thank you very much. Weekly for Jago Otiambo. I appreciate that. John, you say I've learned many things, especially on salary expectation. I like that. Go watch that video on my YouTube channel. It will blow your mind off. Yeah. Rose, I know that there is such a company that can work with and can work with me. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're here for you. Someone says it should be at 5 p.m. Okay, we'll do tally of all this and see what best. How can one should sell him or herself to the employer? That is what you have learned. How someone can sell him or herself. Thank you very much. You should attach your CV, the cover letter, not the other way around. Okay, good takeaway. That's a good one, yeah. And that's a big mistake people do. Lesson learned: the CV gets you an interview, and the interview gets you the job. The importance of a CV cannot be emphasized. Whoa, nice, David. I appreciate that. You just got the exact words. CV does not get you the job, but the CV gets you the interview, and the interview gets you the job. Jacqueline, please share your email. Let me put my email. Daniel at careerpoint.co.ke. Guys, thank you very much. I appreciate. Until next Tuesday, I'm out.